What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I want to do a video on particular items that I use in my EDC, especially now that it's summertime, it's nice and hot out. I've switched up the things that I carry on a day-to-day basis. So I want to show you some of the things that I carry in various situations, various days of the week, and various times of the day. So we'll go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to start out with tools and like self-defense items and stuff like that. So if you guys have watched my other videos, you already know that I carry the CRKT Hijinks. I did a review on that. If you guys want to check it out, go into my videos and take a look at that. That's my pocket knife that I carry every day, and this thing's amazing for the price. You know, it was fairly cheap, and I don't plan on switching it out until I can find a knife that's comparable both in price and performance. So if you want to know more about that, go check out that video. So next is my Leatherman OHT. OHT stands for one-handed tool, and this thing's awesome for my job. I'm a mechanic, so I'm constantly, working with something and having to come and use my opposite hand if I can't take this hand off. So that's the particular reason why I got this here. See if I can get it a little bit closer for you. This thing's got multiple tools. It doesn't have a whole lot, but it has enough to do what needs to be done. So of course you have your pliers. They are slide, and then you have a bottle opener. You have two flathead screwdrivers here on the ends. You have a serrated blade knife. You have a seatbelt cutter on the other side. There is a little saw and a regular knife blade. So if you notice that knife blade's kind of small, it doesn't typically get used because I carry a pocket knife, but if you don't mind that size, then this thing's perfect. For somebody who's in my field, this thing's awesome. It's got multiple size screwdrivers for multiple applications, and it just works really well for my particular job. It comes with a nylon sheath. You can either molly it, or you can put it around your belt, or whatever the case may be. If you have a 3-day pack or like an everyday pack that you carry that has molly attachment on it, that sheath will go on there. I typically carry it without the sheath. It's just easier for my access, and I'm really rough on nylon, so it doesn't hold up too well. Next is my Streamlight ProTac 1L, I believe it is. Yeah, 1L. This thing's 300 lumens out of the box with a 3 amp battery, I think it is. It is, yeah, 3 volt lithium battery. This thing is 300 lumens out of the box. You can also use a AA battery, and it's about 100 to 150 lumens, I think. That's one of the reasons why I got it, was because it's small and compact. You can use 2 different size batteries. If you don't necessarily need all 300 lumens, then you can switch it out to a AA battery, since the 3 volt batteries are kind of expensive. I also got it because it has the double-sided clip, so I can wear it on a hat if I need both my hands, or I can slip it in my pocket. Either way, I have a vantage point for clipping. So we'll get into self-defense. My everyday carry is a Sig Sauer P320 subcompact. It has a 15-round magazine in it right now. It is unloaded, for those of you that care about that. It has a 15-round magazine. I typically carry it with a 10-round magazine, and then this is my secondary. It's early in the morning, so I haven't had a chance to switch my magazines. At nighttime, I put the 15-round mag in for home invasions or whatever the case may be. I carry that right now in this T5 custom Kydex holster. This thing's awesome. You can go on their website, you can customize it however you want. You can even post your own pictures on there, and then they'll print them onto the Kydex holsters. I just got 2 standard colors. They're fairly decently priced. They're good quality. They've got about 10 different clips that you can use for your belt. I just went with the quick clip, and that's that for now. Also, I carry in this Kydex holster right here, just a little cheap $50 holster. I typically wear this when I'm wearing like sports pants or something like that. This is a little heavier Kydex, so it rubs a lot more. So if I don't feel like wearing like an undershirt, then I'll go with this holster here. Now, if I'm just at the house and I'm just hanging out doing my thing, and I'm just wearing gym shorts like I am right now, I'll carry around this Smith&Wesson Airweight. It's got a laser grip on it, and it is unloaded. So it's just a little bit lighter. It doesn't pull my gym shorts down. It keeps everything where it needs to be, and it's not super heavy. But I always have it on me just in case something were to happen. You know, you never know. I might walk outside and there might be a snake in the dog's pen, or we've got foxes and coyotes, and we've got plenty of wildlife here at the house that need to be protected, or even in a home invasion situation. If you don't have it, you can't use it, you know. So that's why I carry it with me. So the 10 round magazine for the P320, I carry just in a regular knife sheath. It's inconspicuous, and nobody's going to look at it and be like, oh, what? He's carrying a magazine in there. No, I'm just, just a knife sheath. I like to keep things as plain as possible so people don't look at me and like, oh, look at Mr. Tactical over there, or whatever the situation is. I like to maintain that, what they call gray man status. I don't want people to look at me and think he has something that I might need, or he has something that, he's carrying a weapon, or whatever the case may be. So, I always carry my keys with me. This particular set of keys has the CRKT snailer on it. It's kind of like it's got like a knuckle duster on it, but it's also a bottle opener and just a keychain. So that's why I carry that. Just like it's a non-lethal self-defense item that I carry with me. Carry my wallet, of course. It's nothing fancy. It's not like a Trivex or anything crazy. It's just a Coach wallet. It's RFID, and it's minimalist, so I can carry all my cards, I can carry my license and any of my IDs, but not overpack my wallet to the point where I feel like I'm carrying a brick in my back pocket. I carry the rat tourniquet with me, typically, not always, but when I can on the weekends and stuff like that. If I'm going to work, I don't typically carry it with me. I'll leave it in the car a lot of the times, that way I have it while I'm driving back and forth to work if I ever need it. So that's just a form of protection against injury or something like that. If I come up on a car accident, or I'm in a car accident and myself or somebody else needs that application right then and there, I have it readily available. So I always carry one of my challenge coins with me. Not for any particular reason, it's just personal preference. I got these while I was in the military, and I just like carrying with me for some reason. So I guess it's more of like a memory thing for me. So I always carry a good pen on me, not 2 pens, but like a tactical pen or a high quality writing pen, just a normal pen. I always carry a lead pencil with me, and I always carry a Sharpie with me. And the reason for that is the pens, you never know when you're about to fill something out. I don't like using pens from like stores and doctors' offices and stuff like that. It just kind of freaks me out. You don't know how many people have used it or whatever the case may be. And it's nice to have your own writing utensil in case you need to write in like a notepad or something like that, this is one of those write in the rain pads. I take notes all the time in these for work, or if somebody calls me like, hey, can you take down this number, give this person a call, then I can write down name, address, phone number, whatever the case may be, and then use that later. That way I don't have to be like, oh, hold on, put my phone on speaker, and then put all that information into my phone. It's just nice to have these types of things with you. The reason for the pencil is sometimes when you write things down, you don't want them to be permanent because you don't know if that's like a permanent thing. You know, it might need to be changed in 20-30 minutes or so. And sometimes people require that things are filled out with pencil rather than pen, so I don't typically use it, but I carry it with me. And then magic marker, I take a lot of measurements, write down a lot of information on materials and stuff like that, and Sharpies are the way to go for that. I always carry chapstick with me. One, it's good for fire starting, and two, it's good for chapped lips and sunburned areas and stuff like that. So I try to typically carry that with me. Sometimes I forget it, but it's not like a necessity in my everyday carry. And then sunglasses. I always carry sunglasses with me. You know, even in the winter time, I carry sunglasses with me for snow blindness, but especially right now during the summer because it's so bright outside. And these are a nice polarized pair from Spyglass. They hold up really well. The lenses are really strong and really well polarized. So that's kind of self-explanatory, I guess. And then I always carry my Samsung Gear S3. It's a Frontier. So that's my everyday carry for the most part. I mean, like I said, it varies depending on situation and the day of the week. Like weekends, I carry different than I carry throughout the week because I'm not going to work on the weekends. Later in the evening when I get off work, I'll come home, and if I'm going back out, instead of just carrying my gun and a magazine and my pocket tools, I'll throw in my rat tourniquet. I'll get rid of the pens and paper and stuff because I might not need them, you know. I'll switch up the holster depending on what I'm wearing. I might switch up the gun depending on what I'm wearing. It's just, you know, have enough gear to where you can switch it up to fit your lifestyle. Because your lifestyle while you're headed back and forth to work might be completely different than your lifestyle on the weekends. So, I mean, just you build your EDC to what works for you. You know, don't take this as these are the best items that you could possibly use and you need to buy these. This is more so you can see how I use my EDC for my everyday life, and also so if you see something like the Leatherman OHT or the CRKT Hijinks, then you can look at that and say, well, I could really use that on my day-to-day applications. So that's the basic layout for me. So I really appreciate you guys coming out and checking us out again. Don't forget to like and subscribe down here in this bottom corner. I'm going to try to put out videos every couple days as of right now. I got some free time, so if you want to see any reviews of any of this stuff here, just leave it in the comments below. Let your friends, your family know. Come out and check out the channel if they're into this type of stuff. Like I said before, just filming off my phone right now, so it's not like super high quality. There's no editing or anything like that. It's just straight off the phone onto YouTube. But one day here in the near future, once I get my computer back up and running, I'll be putting out better quality videos and you guys can check that stuff out. So again, I appreciate everything from you guys. Thanks for coming out, checking out the videos, subscribing to the channel. You guys are awesome. Keep it up, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.